Deleted. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Or something amazing has just happened, and everywhere, social media, everybody is talking about this. As Africans, this is a modern world. We are talking about how we want to move forward as a people, but we cannot continue to be doing the same old things and expect that we'll get something different. All in all, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has taken a bold step against some Burkinabés who decided to go to Saudi Arabia to study Sharia law. According to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the world has changed. These Burkinabés didn't go to Saudi Arabia to study anything, not to study engineering, science, agriculture, or anything beneficial that will contribute to the progress of Burkina Faso, only for them to wake up and say they are going to Saudi Arabia to study Sharia law. And he's asking, after they are done studying Sharia law, where will they come and practice it? Because a lot of people, according to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, came to him so that he can change Burkina Faso or turn Burkina Faso into an Islamic state. And they claim that if this is done, these TT activities we are seeing all over Burkina Faso will come to an end. But according to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, he said no. That why do we love the people that oppress us so much? According to Captain Ibrahim Traoré, there are a lot of people who are Muslims today, yet or Africans do not know that the first people who enslaved us were Arabs over 1,000 years. And according to him, why are they trying to erase this? Because theirs was so brutal than what the Europeans did. They orchestrated our men so we cannot reproduce. And that is why we are not seeing the black people among them.
What's coming is even more serious. Yes, brace yourselves. We immediately started talking about scholarships, students, and all that. The Minister of Higher Education did very well to explain things clearly so that people couldn't be manipulated. But let me tell you something. As I speak right now, there are thousands of young Burkinabés, we are still counting them, in certain Arab countries, learning something. According to the latest statistics, there are over 800 of them. I looked at the report. No one is aware of their departures. No one knows what they are doing. The embassies over there are not aware of them. And do you know what they are learning? Sharia, Islamic laws, and systemic jurisprudence. None of these ushers, and someone who showed me the list last time, has a single trade. No one. It's to come and enforce Sharia as a bailiff. Do you see why it's important to control this kind of thing? These people, I will bring them back. The only one who won't come back is the one who is no longer Burkinabe. But we need to change. If we, that is you imams yourselves, cannot teach our youth about Islam, then we should leave it. It's not certain, and I think you can. And we ourselves will take these funds into account. Whether it's young Catholics, young Protestants, young whatever, we ourselves will find a way. Traditionalists too, we will fund everything that is religious ourselves. Make a note of that, we'll find a slide for it. Because a lot of people are drawn to this just because of the money, only because of the money. They receive the funding, they do what they have to do, they take the children out, they go to learn Sharia, they come back, and they want to implement Sharia. They spend 5-7 years being indoctrinated. And that's how it is. He comes, he's like that, he says the other one is halal. That's how it is. And in the end, we'll be here among ourselves. We've been killed, and they'll keep looting whatever they want to loot. Never. I will not allow that. No. So those people who were there, I heard some people say, no, oh no, they supported me, what is that, what is that? If you supported me because of that, you might as well not support me anymore. But we firmly have a goal, and we are going to eventually reach that goal. All human beings that God created, we have a duty to love them. That is the reason why whenever I go to sleep, I find myself thinking about the unknown child. The child I don't know who is in the farthest corner of Burkina. Are all the children in Burkina sleeping? If they are not sleeping, I can't get any sleep myself. Do all the children in Burkina at least have one meal to eat? If they don't have anything to eat, I won't be able to rest. And I will make sacrifices for that, So I will not let anyone come and lead us astray from our path. Never. And we need to become aware. I'm talking about Africans in general, about myself, about our history, about our current situation. Because slavery is not over. People are still continuing slavery. Didn't you already know that? They're still catching black people in November, even today in 2026. As long as they refuse to acknowledge your inherent humanity, and instead choose to see you as nothing more than wild animals or inanimate objects, then why on earth should we ever allow ourselves to conduct ourselves in such a primitive and animalistic fashion at the same time? No, I refuse that. If they've been trying to wipe us out for a long time, are you aware of that? People came, first the Arab-Muslim conquests, which brought more than 1,000 years of slavery in Africa. This part, by the way, is something they're trying to erase from our history, and many people don't know about it. They are ignorant of it. We endured over 1,000 years of slavery with the Arabs. And the last slave market to close was in Medina in 1962. Are you pretending not to know, or do you really not know? And there, they castrated the men. The able-bodied men were castrated so they couldn't have children anymore. That still couldn't wipe out Africa. Then the Westerners came for 400 years, deporting us abroad, killing us in every possible way. But the black man has always resisted. But why is it that today we can't realize this, resist, and turn things around? Why? They traumatized us and brutalized us so much that now we actually love them. We love them more than we love ourselves. That's the Stockholm Syndrome I was talking about. That's the problem. And if we don't become aware of this, we're lost, we're finished, because they will keep destroying us one way or another. And that's what I'm telling you here through products that are injected and so on. Look at black people. They love those who attacked them yesterday more than they love themselves. If you look carefully around, there are many individuals living among us who share those qualities. If you don't know the history, read about it, you'll see nobody loves us. We need to be aware of that.
So if these people were the ones who caused us pain, that the black person has suffered a lot from one place to the other, yet the black person loves the people that oppress them. Why is it so? Why do we continue to cherish people who oppress us, who are making sure that you, the African, do not control your resources? They make sure that whatever that is on your soil, including you, the human being, they claim ownership of you. But when we wake up, these are the people we love so much. In this modern world, look at even the Chinese kindergarten children, what they learn at school. These kids can produce phone, and you, a grown-up in Africa, will sit and save, work all your life just to save some amount of money to get a particular phone that was made by kids. And the African do not think of, let me do something that will contribute positively, let me cause a change. We just want to continue to be praying. See, always I say that that's a lazy man's mentality. For you to believe that everything you need must be done through prayers. Even the people who brought us, ask yourselves, how many of these people send their kids to go and learn Sharia law, even in Saudi Arabia? Let's put that one aside, because when this law came into being, we are seeing that the Christians are celebrating. It goes to you as well, because when you wake up and say you want to study, or you are going to study theology, what are you coming to do with theology? To come and tell us that when we die we'll go to the kingdom of God, or what? There was one professor who said that even theology, they write these scripts for you. They control everything, and they'll make sure that you will never move out of that systematic system that was designed to keep Africa poor. So all these religious things are meant to keep Africa poor. They are fighting us with everything, with religion, with tribalism. Like Captain Ibrahim Traoré'S said, look at the wars that we have around us. It's either because of religion or tribalism. Yet, the African will still love to go through the old ways of doing things. We want better things, yet we don't want to also change alongside the world, because we believe that all these things are vanity upon vanity. That is what we are taught. But the same people who brought us books and told us these earthly things are vanity upon vanity are the ones that are going after the resources. Look at what is happening in the Sahel, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Who is making sure that these our leaders do not have peace? According to them, they are pointing fingers at the same people that brought us these books. So if these are the people who are bringing us books, teaching us God, teaching us this place that we can die and go in and go and inherit, why then, and if all these things are vanity upon vanity, why then are they so interested in our resources? Why don't they also want to die and inherit the one that is in heaven? And that one, it is only you, the black person, that must go and inherit it. You see, when it comes to these things, you have black people trying to say that these are carnal things. You know, they have ways that they have used to capture the black person. No matter how much you try to work out, they have means and ways of keeping you, the black person, where they want you to be. And the black person has like given up on everything, only thinking about heaven. But the people who brought you that are after your resources. They told you that you will not work, you will not do this. So you want to go to a place you will not work. Where will you ever live as a human being? And you don't have to suffer before you eat. See, the world has evolved. There's technology, there's agriculture, there's everything. So the black person must be yearning to acquire these things, not for us to sit here and still be expecting that other people feed us. We are made to believe we can do anything. So today the black child only think about religion because that is where we find comfort. When things are difficult that we need practical solutions, you see our leaders even declaring fasting and prayers. So these things are making the African weak. It's only Captain Ibrahim Traoré that can be bold because there are a lot of leaders in Africa. They know so much that this is ABC, but because of their political ambition, they will never tell you the black person. Religion is a tool. Religion wouldn't get us anywhere. Religion wouldn't get us anywhere. Look at China. Look at Russia. Are you seeing that they are sending their children or their people to go and study these things? Gaddafi came. Nkrumah came, Sankara, and a whole lot of leaders in Africa. We never heard any of them sending their children or the people or the citizens to go and learn religion because these things don't build a nation. All the things we are seeing in other parts of the world that we are yearning to get there are not using religion to develop these things. Ever since they brought us their religion for how many years now? What has religion ever done for us? They can give us their books, they can print these things, come and distribute them throughout the schools, to the point that even if you can read, cry, they will even give it to you. Yet, they will never give us their technology. They will never give us their science, anything that is helping them develop. They won't give it to us. Yet, they can give us God. Now, religion never taught us to be lazy. It is time for us to wake up, Africans. The world has changed. We should see through their lies. At least we have practiced, we have sinned, we have done all these things for all these years. Africa hasn't changed. Look at the cars we are wasting our money to buy. Look at the other things that they are bringing into the continent. We are made to be at the consumption side. So anybody at all has a ready market. So all that they do is to produce, send it to Africa. So why are we not thinking of also doing something positive? Like acquire this knowledge to change the narrative instead of always depending on the importation of other people's end products. What will these things, the theology and the Sharia laws you have been studying, what will it do? What will it add? What will it change in our lives? Everything is not about God. The world is a physical world, and we need to take physical and concrete actions to change Africa. If truly that is our motive, we cannot continue to be living the narrative of slavery as an inheritance to the generations that are going to come. It is you and I that can cause a change, and it must be on this our generation, because after this generation, you can see for yourselves what is happening on social media when it comes to these younger ones. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Burkina Faso.